Hey everyone, it's Tammy with Southern Angels Boutique. I want to share a Valentine's craft with you today. And this is what we're going to be making. I've got a whole basket of these cute little handmade stitched hearts. And these are just real simple and easy and just cheap. Cute little hearts that you can make. Whoop. I've just got a whole basket of just different ones, and they're all made out of just little scraps. You see, I've got some already started here where I've cut out. I've even cut some dryer sheets out. Small hearts. So if you don't have any lace and you want to have something lacy, you can cut some dryer sheets out, see, and lay on them. And that gives you some texture. And then add you a button. So, you know, if you don't have much supplies or any lace or anything, that'll give you some, that's like kind of like lacy. Give you a little texture there. But here's some that I've started out. This is just from an old sweater. I haven't finished this one right here. See, and you see how kind of wonky this is, and everything. I kind of like it. It was like my first one, so it didn't turn out the best, but you know, I really kind of like how it turned out. So, and I just kind of reshape it a little bit, but I really like how it is. So even though I messed it up, and all of them are different, every one of them. And I didn't really have any batting on hand, so if you don't have any batting, you can just use plain old cotton balls. That's what I used. Just get you some from the Dollar Tree, because these are just so small, you can just stuff some cotton in them. I used some silver threading on this one. I used different colored thread on all of them. Yeah, there's a few of them that I just kind of messed up, like this one, where I kind of started going through the wrong way. So, but that's okay. They're handmade. I like how I kind of messed them up a little bit. That just shows that they're handmade. If they're perfectly made, then they're not. See, there again, my stitching's not just perfect. But that just shows that they're handmade. They're not, you know, machine made. I think they look better when they're not perfect. So anyway, you want to cut you out some fabric. Cut you out a little heart. Of just some scrap fabric. I just have a bag full of scraps right here. And you know, it's just from some old clothing or an old shirt. You know, like this was an old shirt of my husband's that he gave me to use. You can have some old felt or an old t-shirt. Some of this was. This was like a old sack or something that some sheets came out of when my daughter got. This was actually a fat quarter. I think it's Stampin' Up! Fat quarter, actually. And I believe this one was too, so I just cut a little piece off of those. So, and you know, this was just a piece of an old sweater. So, you know, just anything you've got. Doesn't have to be anything store-bought. Just be, here's another piece of just scrap fabric left over from an old project. So, like I said, just, and then I just just a bag of little scraps of lace, and then I keep all my little scraps there. And if you have some tiny little scraps, even some of these I think I stuffed with some little scraps. So if you've got something you can stuff your hearts with, that's fine. So let's get one here. You can put buttons on them. So you're going to want to get you some good scissors that you can cut fabric with. Either the pinking shears or just regular good cutting fabric scissors. And you want to cut your fabric, fold your fabric over, get you a little square. When you get your square cut out, fold it over like that, and then just cut you a heart shape. You know, it'd be folded over like that, and you just cut your heart shape out. Heart's real easy to cut out. And you can do it with any scissors you want. This one I did with the pinking shears. This one I did with regular. So, let me go to this one that's pinned. So then what you want to do, you can help hold your heart together by pinning it. Now this one, see, I've got it doubled. You can double your hearts. Like I did a little one on top, stitched it down first. So you can get as fancy or as easy as you want. And then all you're going to do is get your needle. If I can find my needle, let's see, is it the one I want? Let's try this one. If I can see to thread it. I may have to get that bigger one. Get you a needle and some thread, whatever color thread you want. Let's see, what color do I want? Pink. Wish I had a darker red, really. I think I do. I don't have many threads. I really need more thread. Let's see, I have very limited sewing supplies here. Well, it's either red or black, I guess. Where is my black? I don't even know where my black is. Let me see. Here's black. Let me do this one in black. You can get some of these little threads like this at the Dollar Tree. They come in a little pack to do projects like this. Like I got this little package right here. You can get a whole little package of needles, thimble, even comes with little cheap scissors. It's good enough to cut the thread, not fabric, but just the thread. And all your little different colors of thread right there in this little package for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So if you need something like that. If you don't have any thread. Okay, now I don't see very well. I need to get me some more of these little things like this, because this one you see is all wonky and bent out. All my others are broke. So let me get my needle threaded and I'll be right back. Okay, once you've got your thread on your needle like that, I'm going to gather your ends. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm too far away. Let me back this camera up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing here. Make sure I'm still in frame though. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the camera and I can see too, so y'all can see and I can see, and it's like difficult here. Okay, just a little knot, just a little double knot. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Here we go, and then I like to snip my ends. Okay. Now let me get this. Okay. What I was working on here. So y'all can see what I was working on. Now, here's the heart. And y'all just can start at the bottom or the top. And this is just a real easy stitch. You can just start. Right here. And this is all you do is just the in and out stitch. Because I think that, whoop, come on camera, focus up. Focus, come on. Why'd it go blurry? Hang on guys. Let's get this to focus, come on. Well, I don't know why we're having a problem with this focusing all of a sudden. Let me get it to focus. Come on. I've had problems with this new camera focusing lately. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. So that's all you want to do. It's just a little in and out stitch. Just like that. Real simple. And you're just going to go all the way around. And remember, it doesn't have to look perfect. This is handmade. You want it to look handmade. This is a good way to learn how to sew. It's a good little craft to teach your kids to sew, because this is just a little basic stitch right here. Then when you get down to that point there, you just want to turn your stitch and come back up. And if you ended up not getting enough thread on your needle and you ran out, that's okay. You just tie it off. Make sure you leave you enough to tie off. You tie it off and then just restart you a needle with some thread. So don't worry about if you end up running out. And you can take those out. And remember, you got to leave you a spot to stuff it. So when you get to, about that point where you can start stuffing, now we're ready to do some stuffing. So if you have batting, you can use that. But these are so tiny, I'm just going to use some cotton. That's what I've got on hand right here. Or you can use, like I said, just some little scraps of fabric. Now when you're doing your cotton, I like to pull my cotton apart like this so it's not lumpy. And it makes it easier to put in there. And then I just stuff it. And this one's kind of big, so it's probably going to take quite a bit of cotton. And I gotta remember, I gotta sew on my button. I should have done that before. Because sometimes it's a little easier to sew on your button before you put them together. So if you have a button that you want to put on, you might want to stitch the button on before you sew your hearts together. It might make it a little easier for you, so you can see both sides if you're a beginner. If you've sewed a button on, I'm sure you can do that though with it together. Just keep stuffing until it feels good and full, and you can spread it out some too. I mean, it doesn't have to be as fat as a pillow, so you just kind of, it might be enough. It doesn't have to be like a pillow. That's probably good enough right there. Okay. And then you just finish stitching it up. Another good thing you can do with these is you could fill these also with some potpourri if you want, if you had some potpourri on hand, or whoop, see what I did there? Because I can't see very well, see? I do that almost to every one. I go in the wrong way, but that's okay, that doesn't bother me. I'm just going to keep on going. I have a problem seeing. My eyes are not good at all. So I've done that to almost everyone because I can't see what I'm doing unless it's right up in my face. So if you do that, don't feel bad. Just keep on going. That's part of the homemade look. Gives it a little character. So, a little wonky stitch there. You could spray it with a little scent, or if you have some scented oils or something, and then you want to just finish your stitch off here when you're done. Just make sure you're knotted off. Real good, and then get your scissors. And that's all there is to that. And then for your button, I have enough thread here, so I'm going to go ahead probably and just use this. Decide whatever thread you're going to use, you know, have it on your needle. And like I said, it's usually a little easier if you you do this. Before you stitch it down, because that way you can actually see what you're doing. Go through the other side better, but I'm going to do it just like this, because I forgot. Just kind of go through the other side. I mean, it's not like this is a garment or anything that you got to worry about it falling off. And what I'm going to do is, I know, Ella, you want to go out. Give me just a second. Oop, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I went through the wrong way. Let's see if I go back out. Still. Well, I really messed this tutorial up, didn't I? All right, Ella, hold on. She's wanting out, and I'm trying to hurry. out yet. Hold on, guys. Let me go let her out. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. So, let's see. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm going to tie a knot around this, make sure it doesn't fall off since I had to cut it the way I did. So if you make that mistake, you can just tie it around like this. I kind of like those threads showing because it looks rustic like that. So I like that. There you go. And that's how you make one. So I hope you like this tutorial. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe. And let me know what you think down in the comments below. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See you soon. Have a blessed day.